this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to Ranked. Now, this is where Joe the Horror Man and myself pick a franchise and rank it. Very simple. Now, just try to keep in mind that I rank things by rewatchability, nostalgia, and overall entertainment. And also keep in mind that this is just my opinion and the way I see the films. Now, this today is going to be the Halloween ranking. And I know Halloween's a touchy subject because so many people are fans of this franchise. Just, you don't have to agree with my ranking. Just try to keep things nice and pleasant. Okay, coming in at number 13 is Halloween Resurrection, or Halloween-y. I don't hate any of the films in this franchise. This is my least favorite. There are things that I do like about it, though. So, yeah. Check out my positive spin on Halloween Resurrection. I still like it. It's a product of its time, but I still like it. Okay, coming up at number 12 is Rob Zombie's Halloween. Now, I still like this film. It was neat to see younger Michael Myers. Did we need to? Some people say no. Some people say yes. What gets me about this film and what takes points away from this overall film is hearing Donald Pleasance's comments come out of Malcolm McDowell's mouth. It just doesn't feel right to me. And it never has. So, yeah. But I still like the film. I think Rob Zombie did a great job with it. All right. Coming in at number 10 is Halloween H2O. Now, this was very high on my list years ago when I first saw it. But it's kind of taken a dive as of late. I still love it. There are still things I really like about it. Things that showing the trauma of Jamie Lee Curtis and all of her dealings with Michael Myers. I think that they did some things better in this one than in 2018. And I think that they did some things better in 2018 than they did in this one. But I do like this film, and I like the setting overall. It just doesn't feel like Halloween to me. Like a Halloween setting, I guess I should say. It feels like a Halloween movie. And I don't really particularly care for the mask. Okay. Coming up next is Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, or Halloween 6. This is a film I've always loved, and I still love it. It is a mess. It is objectively not a great film, but it's one that it made Michael Myers scary again. When I remember watching this in the theater and looking over my shoulder as I went to my car at night after the film. So, I always have that memory, and there's a lot of nostalgia to this. But, editing, oof, it's a mess. But I still love it. Coming up next is Halloween 5. Again, I love so many films in this franchise. I'm not like the type of people who like two films and then say that this is their favorite franchise. Not that that's not possible, but when you say you love a franchise and then only like two films out of it, it's more like I like those two films, not the entire franchise. But regardless, I like Halloween 5. Everything from Halloween 4 on I've seen in the theaters. So that's something I'm particularly proud of. And I really enjoyed this when it came out. A lot of people don't like the way Rachel was treated in this one, like they did her dirty. I never actually minded it. I didn't think, she was going to be a final girl in this one anyway. It just didn't have that feel to me. So, plus somebody has to die in order to make things scary, especially a lead character. Okay, coming up next is Halloween 2018 or Halloween 10 or 11? No, 11. Halloween 11. Yeah, this is fantastic. It's a good movie. David Gordon Green did a fantastic job with this trilogy, and you'll be seeing, of course, the other two films coming up. This is my least favorite of the trilogy, but it is a starting off point too of a trilogy. So you're establishing everything. But it is a fantastic film. Yeah. Halloween 2018. Okay, coming up next is Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Now, this seems to be one of those divisive movies that either you like it or you don't. There's not too many people that are like, it's all right. At least not many I've talked to. But I love this film. I always have. Never understood the hate for it, even when I was younger. Was I disappointed that Michael Myers wasn't in it, even though he is in a clip? But was I disappointed? Yeah, a little bit. But I liked the story that it told. I thought it was very clever. So it's always been one that I've liked. And that's Halloween 3. Try not to be so long winded. All right, coming up next is Halloween Kills. Now, Joe and I did a positive spin for this. Check out my positive spin, where we actually debunked the whole this film is nothing but Evil Dies Tonight, which is actually not the case. Evil Dies Tonight only takes place for about a minute and 40 seconds. Or no, 40 seconds. I can't remember. Watch the positive spin, you'll know. And I do like this film. People were complaining that there weren't enough kills in 2018. So they give you a whole bunch of kills, and now there's too many. So it just goes to show you can't please anyone, except for me. Okay, coming up next is Halloween 2. This does have some pacing issues, but I love this movie. I always have. I actually saw this before the original Halloween, rented it on CED video disc. And if you look at the CED on eBay, wherever they sell used items, it was the first one I ever got where the outside was blue. Of course, they followed suit after that, and Creepshow had a blue outer plastic case. So did the Star Wars films. So, among others. Okay, coming up next is Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Now, this is the first one I saw in the movie theaters. I saw it first night it came out, and I was completely blown away, especially by the ending. I think this is a great sequel. I'm not big on the mask, but everything else in this film is fantastic. It's just a great film. Yeah. Nostalgia. So much is great about this film. Yeah. All right. Coming in at number 3 is Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. For me, the first film he was going through the motions of retelling the story that John Carpenter laid out in the original Halloween. This movie is where he was able to do his own thing. And by doing his own thing, I think this movie is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It takes trauma to a different level. Um, there's just so much in this film to love. And yeah, it's a great film. And that is Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Coming up at number 2 is the original Halloween. Yeah, I've seen this movie so many times, I lost count. Um, I watch it every Halloween multiple times. I've seen it on the big screen. It's a fantastic film. Um, I love every minute of it. I just think it's one of the best horror movies ever made. That's basically all I can say about it. But it's not my number one. My number one is Halloween Ends. I think this film is an absolute masterpiece. I loved every minute of it. I love the story of Corey Cunningham. I think there's a lot of undertones in this film that a lot of people don't get, and I'm sorry that they don't get it. But the more I watch it, the more I'm convinced that this is just a genius film. And it's a shame that David Gordon Green got berated for this. So, yeah. I'm not going to go on a tirade. I've already done that. But Halloween Ends is my favorite Halloween film. What do you guys think? Remember to keep things nice. And don't forget to check out Joe's ranking of the Halloween films. Remember, guys, physical media matters. Until next time, peace.